Good morning, everyone. Not a poem day today. I just thought I'd come on and just talk to you. It's a beautiful day today, and I've just come out to sit in the sun. We've had very blowy weather and blackout all day yesterday, and it's so nice to see the sun and no wind. A lot of damage has been done through our state, but we were fine. We just didn't have power for all the day. But very kind neighbours brought in a generator for us for the fridge, and then also, as we thought it might have gone on for a few days, my husband could have used it for his sleep machine at night, but we didn't need to. But just such beautiful neighbours to be so thoughtful. Anyway, there is, I think, probably a lot who don't really know who I am. And I'm an 82-year-old. I live in the northeast of Victoria. I'm married. I'm a mother and stepmother and grandmother. And last year my husband was really sick. I'd always journaled, but last year, and I do not know now what the trigger was, but I started to write poetry because I felt that got in deeper than the journaling ever had. And I went through all the emotions, as you can imagine, when I thought my husband wouldn't be here before too long. So a lot of the early ones were about my fear and watching someone who was big and strong and robust decline, but through the magic of medicine, he's been all right, and he's not great at the moment, but that's another story for another time. And so my poetry journey started, and I felt as an 82-year-old, if I put it on YouTube, it might ring bells for other people of my age who haven't been able to express fully themselves and what goes on underneath, because we so often put on a persona for other people. And from my experience, I think we put on different personas for different people. So some people might think I'm very funny, others might think I'm quite boring, some won't be interested in my poetry, others will be. So it's been really quite a journey for me writing these poems, and it really is what is going on in my world. It can vary. Sometimes it's just observations, sometimes it is how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's a word that somebody's said that triggers something in me, or I can see the humour in a situation. So the poems are all very varied. Some of them really do express the deepest part of me. As I say, if I stand naked in front of you, maybe you'll be able to stand naked in front of me. And by that I mean, if I can be really honest about everything that's going on for me, maybe it will help you to express whatever's happening in your life. So that's been my aim, putting them on YouTube. Nothing I ever thought possible for me. I had thought maybe I could put some into a collection of poetry in a book, but that at my age, it just seemed too daunting, and I just didn't know where to start until some wonderfully intuitive person suggested YouTube. So with the help of grandsons, I set it up and got going. I called it the Riverberry Poet because I grew up in a beautiful property alongside a big wide creek and a river, and the place was called Riverside. And my husband often calls me Berry as part of my name. So it's the Riverberry Poet. It's just coming into springtime here now, and I've got bulbs out. The jonquils or early cheers have been out, the daffodils are just starting, and lots of little white snowdrops, which I just love. And all the blossoms around, because I've spoken in my poems about the wattle trees, which seem to be the beginning of my spring blossom story. And then the flowering prunus type blossom starts to appear, and the Manchurian pears that are so white and so, they do very well here, and they are just, the white is almost overwhelming, but still beautiful. So I think I just felt maybe this might be quite a good way for you to get to know who I really am. I'm just love all my family to bits, and I'm so very, very lucky that they love me back, and I'm very happily married. And we have a little 10 months old cavoodle called Benny, who keeps us on our toes and gets into mischief and makes us laugh, which sometimes when you're, I was going to say old, but maybe elderly sounds better, I don't know, when you're very senior, sometimes you need that bit of humour, and he certainly makes us laugh. Just said to somebody yesterday that we need a sense of humour, and no matter what you're going through, if you can find something to have a laugh about, it's really good. And last night, in the middle of the night, I had such a moment. I woke up about 12 and had this brilliant thought, which was ridiculous, but made me laugh so much I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget. And it, because we had the generator going yesterday through the day for the fridge, but the blackout finished, so it was okay, we didn't need it. But I was thinking, my husband sleeps with a sleep machine, and I was thinking, I wonder how long that generator would last through the night for him with his sleep machine. And then I thought, this brilliant idea, what if we had an electric generator? So it made me laugh, because of course the only reason you use a generator is because there's no electricity, so you couldn't possibly have an electric generator. Anyway, that's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed this little chat about me, and I hope you're all having a lovely day, night, whatever it is for you, and I look forward to another chat sometime. Bye.